to be honest.
But how, yeah, but how is it that these athletes, right? Because the thing, especially about 100 meters, it comes down to milliseconds.
Oh yeah,
How is it that these people are training unbelievably hard? How hard do you have to train to get 1 millisecond better when you're at that peak performance?
very,
When you're
very
when
hard.
you're in the Olympics, man.
Very, very hard, man. Very, very hard. To strive for any kind of improvement, you're just going to keep going. There's always going to be like increment tests when you're at training with your coach. Like my coach used to literally film us while we were at training. So he'll film us doing kind of like you could call it sets, like what is related to gym, like sets of like 50-meter sprints,
Yeah.
and then sets of maybe 100-meter sprints. Right? He will look at our form. He'll look at our starts. He'll look at the entire thing and he'll see which little bits we are getting wrong constantly, which we are doing right, and we stick to it. If not, maybe even do it even a little better. It's just those little minute details we had to rewatch and we had to improve upon. And that's how you kind of like get those little increments better in your time. 100 meters, yeah, you got to get everything perfect because everything is so quick. From your time, your reaction time, get out as soon as freaking
And getting
possible.
out.
Secondly, getting out properly, having that 45-degree kind of form, which helps you to like, maybe I'll do it more like that. It helps to kind of propel forward, having your head down, you're increasing your speed at a quicker rate. You're a little bit more aerodynamic, just pushing your head through.
Is this when you're, as soon as the gun goes off and you're going?
Yeah,
So it's before both your legs are actually on the floor and you're in stride.
you're in your stride. This is
Oh,
the
you're
stride.
already in your.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
in the
is
beginning you see their head down and then they come up.
the head down and they
Yeah,
slowly
yeah, yeah,
come up.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
the reason why you come up is because it's how do you call it? Obviously more efficient and natural. But you want to be straight up. Now at about between 20 to 30 meters, that's when you had to start to come up. And here you are at possibly pretty much your fastest. Okay. Now, what is ironic? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. How fast, how much effort do you have to put into a 100-meter sprint to get the best result? Like what percentage?
Because I don't understand any of it, and I'm going off all that
Yeah,
I understood from when I did it when I was in athletics at school.
100 meters particularly.
Yeah, 100 meters, I gave it everything. I gave it
100%,
110%.
110% even. Okay. Yeah.
110%. But what I realized once I hit 50 meters,
Hmm.
I couldn't give 110%
So
anymore.
physical effort. Okay. So you gave 110%. Okay. 100% physical effort, right? Which is what's natural in a 100-meter sprint because you want to sprint as fast as you can. You got to try and move every fiber of your body as fast as you can. It's not efficient. To get 100% out of your 100-meter sprint, your physical effort is more so along the lines of like 97%. It's really strange. But if you're going to pump out your muscles and tire them out so damn quick, your endurance, like yes, there's endurance under the meters, but your endurance to maintain that top speed will be worse than if you were to focus on your form, focus on your stride. You got to do all those stuff all at once while being at almost 100% physical effort, focusing on your form and making sure you get the most out of your sprint. It is all a mental game in those 10 seconds. And in a way, it'll make you feel like you're running. The 10 seconds feels like a really long time in a way. Like, yeah, it's just quick, sure, but it
Is
feels
it,
like a long time.
is, is the reason why it feels like a long time because of the fact that it feels like that your brain and body is trying to process so many things all at once, remembering all these things at once within the space of 10 seconds,
Kind
whilst
of.
competing against people at the same time?
Kind of. Like, if you're always thinking about it, sure, that might hinder you as well. The whole anxiety talk
Yep.
before, like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
you want to be in that state of flow too, but never forget that you can't just be going berserk with your sprint form.
Yep.
That is the problem that,
That's what I was doing.
that
So I didn't know.
yeah, that's right.
I didn't
Look,
know.
I've had
Yeah.
that problem too. I compared two races. I had my heat and I had my final. There was this one guy who was quicker than me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. One guy that was quicker than me in the final, and I saw why. It was because of me. I could have beaten him, but I got a better time in the heat compared to the final because I had beautiful form in the heat because I was controlled, kept my form. I was maybe 14 years old. So I hit like a low
Wow.
12s, right? So I hit like a low 12 there.
You hit a low 12 at 14 years old?
Yeah. And then
Holy shit.
in the final, I hit a mid 12. I'm like, why? I put more effort. Why? What the fuck? Obviously, I was like struggling way more and I was just putting way more effort. And I was tiring my body out, 100 meters. There's endurance involved and you got to maintain that endurance. That's why Usain Bolt, well, luckily for him, he's a freak of nature and he has long strides. So he's a lot more like efficient for his own body. But that endurance is okay. Do you remember the 2008 Olympics where he became big and he broke all the world records in that Olympics, right?
London.
That was
No, before London, China.
Beijing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beijing.
Beijing.
Yeah.
He would divide away from the competition. He looks like he's running faster, when in fact it's more so everyone's going slower at a faster rate compared to him. He's maintaining that endurance. He's been at that top speed, or at least maintaining that top speed for a longer amount of time.
Wow.
So that's what it is. It's not that you're getting faster because you can't get faster.
So maintaining the top speed
Yeah.
at the sorry.
Endurance. Yeah, you just got to maintain top speed and focus on your endurance and your stride. Just look like you are just
Well,
gliding,
here's what because that's Usain Bolt's signature trait, the way that
It's
he
everyone's
moves.
signature trait if they are good
Yeah.
sprinters.
But for him,
But for him, it's even better because
who's
he's
another
bigger stride.
example of someone that was relaxed? Okay, Lamont Marcel Jacobs, when he won gold for Italy,
He did the same.
he looks so relaxed
He did
when
the
you
same.
watch him do it.
Exactly.
And you know what's funny? Sun Bintang. He looks so good in that in the heats that qualified him for the final.
He's a good example.
And he also got apparently he set the quickest 100-meter time in the whole 100 meters.
Of that of the event. No, that was actually Marcel Jacobs.
Oh, I thought it was Subintang he set the highest. Because I think he set it in the heat before, in the semi.
It was Marcel Jacobs because
He set the highest. It was actually the highest.
it was Marcel Jacobs, but Subing Tan was at 9.83, I think. That's what he hit.
Yeah. In that interview that they did with him, yeah.
And Jacobs did 9.80.
80. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
How far off were they? Well, what's is it what's Usain Bolt's, is it 964 or 61?
9.58.
Holy
Yeah, I know. Just imagine Usain Bolt versus Marcel Jacobs.
this is what I mean, right?
Like, yeah.
If you think, and I'm reacting to this in this way because of the fact that now, because of what you've explained to me, we got a 980 and we got a 958. That's 22 milliseconds.
Now, here's the thing, like, Marcel Jacobs, he did everything right to get that 980.
He 110%
Yeah,
did.
he did everything.
He did nothing.
Exactly. Perfect race.
It's not, is it like, did he give it everything that he had? Or did he just I think he did everything right.
He did everything
It's
right.
not that he
exactly.
He didn't give everything.
Do you
now
know,
I'm understanding what you're meaning by this.
going
Now
back
it
to
makes
Usain
sense.
Bolt, he is a
Yeah.
big example of fucking it up as well when he's actually losing. I'm serious. When he is about to lose, he buckles and starts to put in that extra effort. He loses his mind sometimes. Because I think he was kind of like not used to that.
Is this in the later, like in Brazil, like Rio?
Maybe a little bit later.
How did he go in Rio? Actually, I don't even remember his performances.
No, he won.
He won. He got gold and everything
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, he did, but it was closer.
It was close.
It was much closer.
Yeah, so he was starting
But when he was losing,
he was starting to like get a bit wobbly on the surfboard when he was riding the wave. You could say.
Yeah, he would. He will give that 100% physical effort if he was losing, and then that's when he will fail. Like we know, obviously, how good his sprint endurance is because we've seen it. But when he buckles like that, he loses that. He's already tired out. Like his body just declines that quick.
So if you were to, it's hard to summarize.
Look up any race where Usain Bolt loses. Actually,
It,
look at him. Okay. He usually has his arms out nice, and
yeah,
he'll have his stride,
which
and they're
is
like
what
nice and out.
that's what we're all accustomed to looking at because we don't
Yes.
see his
Now,
Olympic stuff.
when he is losing, he's a bit more buckled and he puts more effort. You can see his teeth is gritting. It's like going like that. It's like going, oh,
Yeah, you
you
don't
know.
see that from him.
Yeah, exactly. When he's
You don't,
winning,
not in Olympics.
when he's winning, you don't see that from him.
So so all of the emotion and all of the feelings and the hormones, it all changes. He can start out as the Olympic gold medalist,
Yeah,
and then within 2 seconds he can be Su Bintang in the final,
pretty much.
and that all happens in 10 seconds.
Yeah.